All right, guys. So I've got my good friend Sindhu here from Machu. Another crypto interview. Another top expert coming along, explaining to us about his back gold currency, which is called Machu, linking investors to this area and basically telling us why cryptocurrency should be the next gold-backed asset. And as you know, or if you don't know, Machu has got over 30 years experience in the banking industry. He's pretty well known to some very top people. Like myself, I have 23,000. I'm going on to 24,000 followers. I've built a social audience like no other, and it's great to get Sindhu on board and tell us about Machu, its own crypto-backed gold cryptocurrency, and give us an understanding of what this is and why I think this is an excellent project that come into line. So thank you, Sindhu. Thanks for coming to this interview. Tell me a little bit about yourself.
Okay. I'm basically working with EST Capital Zug. Zug is the crypto valley, and in EST Capital, I'm one of the director owners. We have also applied for different banking licenses in Latin America and Puerto Rico, and they are on the verge of finalization. Like any week, any day, we should have the license copy in our hand. And all the clearances, all the queries, they have been satisfied and everything is fine with them. So we are moving with that.
And so now, you're doing quite well.
Yes, everything is moving very well. And especially EST Capital AG Zug, since it is the crypto valley, as we call them. So from there, it has really originated so many things, and all this crypto movement that has started, they started clustering there in Zug. But what is basically, as you rightly asked me, how do I see it and why did I launch Machu and all that? See,
we will go into the questions, but we've got some questions that I would like to ask you. But yeah, tell us in a brief nutshell of why you launched Machu. Yes.
Yeah. So I was going through all this crypto space and seeing it, that how things are shaping up and what people are doing. Of course, there is a lot of energy, a lot of traction in it, and everyone is like madly following it and jumping into the whole foray of cryptocurrency. But as a banker for the last 30 years, I was not satisfied with just the term and the blockchain movement and cryptocurrency. Yes, blockchain is the reality and the next gen tech development. But how cryptocurrency is going to contribute to the economy, that is not clear. How you are going to manage the cryptocurrency so that it can withhold all the compliance and regulatory checks and framework, that was not clear.
Yeah.
So just jumping into the whole incidents and managing that, okay, I'm coming out with one ICO and now let us go to pre-ICO stage, collect money, then come up with, so that was not making sense to me. So that's how I thought of this Machu, and we'll discuss about it, how we develop.
We're going to go into the questions, yes. All right, so
that is the basic background.
Sindhu's given us a quick overview of why he has done this. So my first question to you, Sindhu, out of the questions we're going to ask is, what made you start Machu? What potential did you see? And can you give us, my audience, a clear outline of why you decided to start this project, which is a cryptocurrency where you can redeem your cryptocurrency for physical gold? Why did you start this project?
Okay. So, of course, I also wanted to join the revolution of cryptocurrency. That is the most important thing. Then, since I told you I have been a banker for the last 30 years, I was not satisfied with the whole modality of cryptocurrency. For me, there was no basis in that currency that is coming out. Of course, when we talk of fiat and all and sovereign currency, at least the sovereign strength is behind that. But in this cryptocurrency, there was nothing. So, for me, the basic requirement for this cryptocurrency was to back it up with some asset, and that asset also which should be so readily redeemable and so readily encashable
Yeah.
that people should not have the problem in their transferability and negotiability. So that was the basic parameter on which I developed it. And because if you
With the
take
with the
real
with the
assets,
with the with the gold standard, yes.
yes, exactly. Because good old days, we had the gold standard of currency, and even in international economy, everything was measured by gold. Because of its liquid nature, I thought that is the best asset to back up the currency. So that's why I focused on gold. And of course, our team is there, which we are working with different mines and mining activities of the last 10 years. So
Right.
we chose those mines and their production of gold to become the basis for our cryptocurrency and to write a new anthem, I should say, for cryptocurrency.
Right. So, okay, guys. So we kind of understood why, Sindhu decided to start this project called Machu. My next question to you, Sindhu, is what is it, how will investors benefit from your service? What is it you're providing to investors, to hedge fund managers, to my audience, 23,000 followers? What is it that investors are going to benefit from using Machu?
See, for that, you have to dig deep into this whole gamut of cryptocurrency that is floating in the market. And what is happening? Every day you hear somewhere this block has been hacked, that block has been hacked, someone has stolen, so someone has run away, and people lose their investment. So for me, the most important thing was that any investor should not lose their basic investment. So that is why whatever investment you are making, we are backing it up by gold. Of course, people can say that, oh, we can go and buy gold in the market. Fine, you can buy the gold, but you are not going to get the interest on it, which we are going to provide for holding that gold, and the ancillary benefits that we are providing against your investments. So that is the biggest part. And moreover, there is very strong position of regulatory framework and management of fund, the end use of fund.
Are you
And we have,
Are you a
yeah,
skeptic of cryptocurrency, Sindhu?
I'm not skeptical. I'm very, very sure what I'm doing. And that is why we are launching it in a very, very strong manner and very determined manner, that we are going to get our own product in the market with a clear-cut niche. There is no competition to us. And if there is any competition, but due to our other ancillary benefits and our other connections, everything is going to be in a very, very strong stage.
And
because as I told you, that we have different banking licenses and we are working on it. They are getting operational. So Machu will also get the benefit of those banking licenses.
okay, so there you guys, that's how investors will benefit in using Machu. My next question to
I will add like to add one more thing here.
Sure.
Because we talked only about the hacking and theft. There is one more thing in the market, that suppose the price goes down overnight. The price, there is so much of spike in the price.
There's a lot of volatility. I agree with that.
Yes.
So you can lose hundreds
of
dollars within a night.
Exactly. So just to check that, this gold token is going to become the refuge in the market, and it can serve as a big hedging token for all the investors, that they cannot be spiked and spoofed by the market. So everything will be like it, because the gold market is, gold pricing is going to be regulated by LME, and LME cannot be that volatile that, okay, once it is 1400, another day it is 900. It is not like that. So even if there is any change in the pricing, it is a little bit of change, not much.
Do you see gold going up alongside Machu if people start to use your platform alongside two tiers?
No. I will not like to say like that, because gold utilization overall is mostly in Asian countries. They are more fascinated by gold, and their purchasing creates the more demand for gold. However, in other parts, we are using gold for other purposes. It is not that they are not being used, but it is mainly the Asian markets. So I will not like to say that with Machu, it will create a big spike in gold price. But
All
yes, it
right.
will, maybe it can provide uh, a refuge to gold pricing also
All
because
right.
of the
So
investor base.
my next question to you, Sindhu, is the crypto market now, has tanked since January. It's gone down from $800 billion to, say, a $200 billion market. Do you think gold-backed assets and cryptocurrency is the future? Do you see the future revolutionizing around Machu and its technology? Or are you kind of skeptical and not so sure that this is the case?
No, one thing is definitely there, that now there will be more talk of cryptocurrency backed by assets. Okay. Now, in that asset, then people will start qualifying it with the nature of asset that you have. In that, gold is the supreme because that has the most cash-worthy nature and convertibility factor. Of course, like real estate is also there, but pricing may go up, down due to different regulations.
Yeah.
But gold is standard; it is moving in that manner, in
It's
that
not so
fashion.
volatile.
Yeah.
So
So, but
Bitcoin, what do you see in Bitcoin? How do you see Bitcoin? They say it's the king of crypto and it's another gold standard, and that its value is based on scarcity, the technological revolution. Are you a famous supporter of Bitcoin, or you're not too sure?
okay. The two things. I will not like to criticize any cryptocurrency because it is the result of hard work, hard labor, and technology and its progress.
Yeah.
So, with due respect to everyone and every token people and currency people, but I will beg to differ on one part of it, that all other tokens, they have not rather fulfill the compliance part of things. There is no real compliance in their tokens. So that is why one is not very sure how it is going to move. Secondly, when we talk of Bitcoin and other currencies, see, any currency, any act of economic act, let me put it, it must contribute to the socio-economic development. Can you tell me anything what Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies have done to the progress of the social development, excepting personal profiteering? Can you give me any example? If not, then I think it has yet to reach that stage and that maturity level where it can contribute to the socio-economic development, because no economic activity within a society can be so divorced from the economic development of the
Yeah.
society. So my basic theme is also one of the part of is that all our economic activity should go to the pool of socio-economic development as well, which is not happening right now. So with this gold thing, as I am linking it, we are creating the full platform wherein we are merging the traditional banking with crypto banking. And it will be full movement. And it is not only up to exchange level that we are creating the banking platform. It goes to wealth management, asset management, everything. Because when we have chosen Machu, which is backed by gold, and it is a real asset, which is fully convertible and has cash basis and cash value, then you can do the wealth management against it, you can do the asset management against it, you can create subsidiary bonds against it, you can go ahead with trading, you can use it for payment in so many sectors, and everyone will accept it because it is backed by gold.
All right,
So there are
guys.
multifarious utilities of it.
That's very clear to me, Sindhu. So tell us a little bit about, my next question to you is, in this interview is, and it's a very important question, because you talk a lot about regulatory framework, that how, cryptocurrency right now is an unregulated tier. The gold asset back, the gold standard is regulated to some extent. What do you see in Machu as a regulatory framework, and how secure can you tell investors that they want to invest in Machu as a way that, you know, their investments will be protected? So give us a bit more explanation about this regulatory framework that Machu has decided to set up.
Okay. Now here there are multi-layered provisions that we have given. First, in our software, you have 3 levels of compliance, and it starts from the basic like name, address, and all that. It goes to the ultimate like source of income, what is your occupation, and all that. Then for external audit of compliance and regulatory thing, every transaction is also like cleared by the external compliance audit, which for which we have done the agreement with Netkey Inc., California. So they are our main compliance guy as external compliance people, and they'll be giving all the reports on every transaction, every participant. That will be also kept in physical form, so that if anyone wants to see it, yes, here it is, what we are doing and who our participants are. Second thing,
Right.
all our fund flow and whatever investment we have sought and whatever investment we have got, the end use of it, it is all audited by one of the top firms, audit firms, 5 international audit firms, you know, right from McKinsey to KPMG and
The top companies, yeah.
Yes. So we are using them. We have already signed the agreement and everything. They are supervising every fund flow. Now, I don't believe any token currency, token company, or token issuing entity has gone to all these basic details and parameters. Secondly, we are all payments for tokens, we are focusing that it must be fiat, bank to bank, so that we can know the source of the investment. Otherwise, what happens if I take any other cryptocurrency which is not fully validated as per regulatory norms, then we also we are in the danger zone of getting our Machu also infected by that weakness. So initially we don't want to do that. So we want to keep regulatory and compliance check very, very strong at every point.
So that's a very good explanation about the regulatory framework set with Machu. And basically, for me, that gives assurance that the investors that do come by are the ones that are really serious in using Machu as a platform. Is that correct?
Exactly, because see what is happening right now in crypto market. Of course, doors are opening up, and due to the pressure, and there is so much of sentiment involved of people, so much of, because this became a very, very good optional source of income and occupation for so many people. So with all due respect to all these things, we have to keep it in mind that all our acts, because we are part of society, so all our acts must be regulated within a system, so that it should not hurt any aspect of the society. So all those basic, see, these are the basic tenets of life. You cannot forget the basic tenets of life while doing any activity. So here I will definitely say that our thinking, our logic, our observation, our presentation of things is totally different from all other cryptocurrencies and all other token people.
So I suppose for the average investor, that's telling me that, you know, Machu is a place to come to where if they want to redeem their cryptocurrency for gold. Would you agree with that? Would you say that this is the number one place to come to right now in the market?
Yes, and it is much more than that, because right now when you are buying any token, making your investment in any token, accepting exchange, what other avenues do you have to use your tokens? But in our case, we are giving you the support of wealth management, asset management, credit cards. Already our license is under process. Everything is getting done. So we are providing the full gamut of services banking services against the cryptocurrency. So Machu should not be seen as an isolated thing. It is one of the most important cogs of our banking platform that we are developing. And one more thing I like to add here, that there are so many tokens in every day we are coming up, seeing in the market that so many tokens are coming up, but very few tokens are with assets. So what we are finally, we have prepared the full scheme of it and the design, that we are creating a screen for all the asset-backed token with real life, their movements, and anyone can enter that screen. Of course, with after all the due diligence clearance, they can open the screen and they can do all the buy and sell.
So you're saying, in a sense, that it's a very safe place to use Machu as a platform, yes,
Exactly.
then compared to, say, cryptocurrency, which is very volatile.
Exactly.
The gold standard is less volatile, yeah, for the average.
Yeah. Exactly.
So tell us how you're going to be industry leaders in this space. And you told me you've partnered with KPMG and some other big companies.
I'm saying that we have finalized some agreement with the top 5 audit firms. I am not giving you any names right now, because once we are coming out with our final ICO in the next couple of weeks, then everything will be out. So I'm just giving you the examples that these are the top international firms like McKinsey, KPMG, Grant Thornton, Ernst Young, Pricewaterhouse.
I hope I become part of that. That would be an honor.
You're most welcome. Everyone is welcome who are ready to follow our procedures.
So my next question to you is your token value, the Machu token. Do you think investors will see their return, their ROI increase by using your platform? Do you see them, I would like to say, making money, because everybody wants to make money at the end of the day. The whole point in investment is basically to take a profit. So do you see it in a way where people can make profit, or obviously it's all done with the gold standard, so wherever the price of gold is going to affect whatever you're investing in? Do you see it as a way to make money, sort of thing?
No, that will be a narrow definition of Machu and the narrow definition of its activities. As I told you, that with our banking platform, we'll be providing full services. Like, it is not only the gold pricing. Since gold is physically, we are keeping it in one of the Swiss vaults. We are already tying up with them, and all the initial agreements and all that is in place. We are signing all those things. So there is physical gold going to be there in the vaults backing the coins. So of course, one aspect is that with gold price fluctuation, either going up or down, you get the benefit, or you may lose here and there a couple of points for some time. Second point is, we are going to provide on that stored gold for you the wealth management and asset management, if you so desire. That is additional benefit for you. Third benefit is that we are providing interest to you on your stored gold with us. Then all these Machu tokens, they are being used by, going to be used by different gaming services, open marketplace, which our partner like Nihilo Blockchain has developed, open marketplace. We have other subsidiaries in Oryx Coin in Dubai and Oxycoin in Netherlands. Oryx Coin is already on like Crypto Dash and on exchange and getting traded, and Oxycoin is now has been cleared for UOB. So all those things are, Machu is part of all that team, and it is going to be a major token for credit card wallet.
Right, and
we are coming up.
And will Machu be listed in exchanges, do you think? Do you see you?
Of course, of course.
on
Of course.
Binance or maybe, I don't know, KuCoin?
We,
Do you see, or is it
we will
too far
approach,
ahead to even think of that right now?
and we will approach all of them, but it is their discretion whether they accept or reject us. But again, we will have our own exchange as well. Our banking platform will have our own exchange, and we'll be performing all the activities and support and assistance to ICO issuers, right from supervision of ICO to exchange, marketing, wealth management, asset management, everything. So I'm not very much worried about it. But of course, we are like it is a community thing. So we have to be in the community. We have to
Yeah,
develop
very
the
important.
peer-to-peer relationship so as to succeed.
Yeah, yeah.
But again, it is their discretion. If they are satisfied with our product, of course they will put it on. Why should they not? Because I think this is a path-breaking thing, and that will give even stability to so many exchanges. I can tell you.
I think it will. I think,
And see, the basic thing is that okay, you have Bitcoin. Yeah, I'm not saying Bitcoin is bad. I am not saying Ethereum is bad. Okay, everyone is good. Everyone has good points, bad points.
I think
So
sorry, Sindhu, I need to say something. I think we have to understand between cryptocurrency and blockchain, and the two are totally different. I think blockchain in
exactly.
the future will revolutionize. I think cryptocurrency is completely different.
Yes, but cryptocurrency is moving on that blockchain, and that is going to revolutionize because the whole asset structure you are going to change from as Machu is going to become a crypto asset token. It is basically we are projecting it as an asset token. So it
Correct.
is an asset token. So that is now going to be traded on exchanges. So what will happen? You get a basket wherein you can have diverse portfolios. You need not have only portfolio of say Bitcoin, Litecoin, and Ripple and Bitcash and all that, because they are not backed by assets. So now here are tokens which are backed by assets. So you can combine your portfolio and be more safe. So that is why we are calling it as a heaven for market.
All right, guys. So we've basically got an overview of what Machu does. You know, I think it's a great project. Personally speaking, it provides that safety and security, as Sindhu is saying, to average investors, because as we know, the market is very, very volatile. My final question to you, Sindhu, is what do you see the roadmap looking like, say, in the next 6 months with Machu? Where do you see where do you see the developments happening, and where do you see yourself, say, in 6 months' time to a year from now?
Okay, so we have not launched our pre-ICO or ICO stage, but of course, in a couple of weeks, we are starting our ICO process, and we'll wrap it up very quickly. And within 6 months, I think we'll be traded on one of the top exchanges. This is what my gut feeling goes.
Right.
And our banking will also be set up with their own exchanges. So we will also provide facility to so many tokens for exchange benefits.
That's
So
interesting. So you're quite convinced that you'll be backed up with a top exchange, you think? You think you're very sure that you're going to the moon or to the right places?
yeah, I will say I'm not exactly moonstruck, but yes, we should be at the top and we should be getting good traction in the market because this is novel experiment and we are trying to plug it from all possible sides and seal all the leakages that can enter into crypto currencies as we have been seeing. So uh, it is very, very positive dimension right now. I will accept that.
And are you in the pre-sale phase? Is that correct? Yes?
In
Or
in 2 3 weeks we start that process.
right. And how much are you looking to raise in your pre-sale, or is it very much you're just trying to think of where you're going with it, sort of thing?
No, we are raising funds especially for the expansion of mining activities. and developing the miners community. So we have a list of expenses that is required by the mining community and the mining miners for the expansion of mining activity, like big machine and all those things.
To
So
mine it, yeah.
yes, so according to that, we are trying to get the investors, so
Right.
that at least the amount should match the capacity, and it can really benefit the mining activities, because more and more expansion of the mine can give us more and more gold, and the whole process can keep on going.
And tell us about this community development that you mentioned. You know, I'm a big community person on LinkedIn. I'm also seen as a storyteller. So many people love what I say. They love my spirit, and I've got a lot of people backing me as well. And I'm a very community person. I think it's very important, and I think it kind of struck with you as well, that a community is a good way to go about it. How is Machu going to try and be a way where you bring the community together? And is this for just the average retail investor, or are you looking for all sorts of investors from, you know, who want to invest in Machu sort of thing?
Okay, Machu is a project which is
Indeed.
developing the mining activities and the miners community in those areas who are mining the gold. Okay, so I will request the whole community of all this social media that this community should also join hands to develop the miners' plight and their community and their working conditions and living conditions. So one community should be helping the other. So that is the motto of Machu, why it is coming out and why it is very steadfastly using the funds for the development of mines and the conditions of miners.
I hope it's a pleasure interviewing you, Sindhu. I think you really touched upon educationally what Machu is and how you are changing, how you're trying to be an industry leader in this space. And I think many people should follow your community, follow what you're doing with Machu, look at your website. And I'm hoping we can even set up another interview at some stage to tell my community what you've done in the next couple of months, because it would be very welcoming to see that.
Yeah, I will love to do that once at different stages, when we have launched, when we have entered the pre-ICO stage, when we have reached the ICO stage. At every stage, I would like to communicate with our community and seek their assistance and help, so that we can develop the other community, which is providing real gold shining example of development of the, you can say, the infrastructure and the socio-economic parameters, and therefore the national development. So I will request all the community members to join hands with me and help this community.
All right, guys, it's a privilege to interview Sindhu. Do check out its website. You know, you can go to machu.com, is it?
No, it is not machu.com, it is machu.io. So we are activating it in 2 week time, and when we are launching the pre-ICO. And right now we have EST Capital Zug website, EST www.est-capital.com.
All right. So this is a wrap, guys. It's a privilege to interview Sindhu. I hope my audience would look into the interview, and you know, I'm trying to educate as many people about serious ICO projects coming out. So it's a privilege to interview you, Sindhu, and I hope we can do another follow-up interview maybe in a few weeks or in a month or two time, just to see where we go. So this is a wrap. Thanks very much, Sindhu.
Thank you. Have a nice day. Bye.
Thanks for telling us. Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.